the chosen ones. What I'm going to say will change your life in ways you can't possibly conceive. If you are seeing this video right now, it is no coincidence that God has sent you here for a purpose. Because your life is about to undergo a significant transformation. God is telling you no more effort. That's correct. No more striving. No more financial worries. No more unending striving. It is God's responsibility now, and He is stepping in to handle everything. You are being asked to relax and let go of the responsibilities that have held you down. God knows you've worked hard and seen your trials. Now He is directing you into a new season in which your needs will be addressed. Your finances are in order, and everything you've longed for is already on its way. This is more than simply a change in thinking. It is a heavenly intervention. So, pause the video and do 3 things. Hit the like button. Subscribe to help us achieve 10,000 subscribers, then post a comment with the number 99. This number will send a strong signal to the cosmos, boosting the energy in this movie. Remember, if you are genuinely a chosen one, you will watch this video until the finish. You've been picked, and now it's time to relax. God is coming to make you a billionaire, filling your life with plenty. You do not need to seek for a job anymore. Today is the last day to worry. Relax and trust the process, because what awaits you is beyond your wildest imagination. Now let's get started. Your long-term problems are coming to an end. You will no longer have to strain yourself with excessive effort or worry about your cash. Imagine a life in which your every need is satisfied. Riches comes into your life easily, and all of the suffering and sacrifice you've endured is gone. This is not some faraway dream. It's a reality that God has planned for you from now on. Financial security is not something to aspire for. God has taken over your path and will make you a billionaire. Consider how many years you've spent working hard and feeling as if nothing you achieved was adequate. Every setback, failure, and disappointment. You feel as if you're locked in a never-ending circle. But today, you've been picked. The fight is finished, and a future of affluence and comfort is emerging. The weight is being removed, and the richness that awaits you is much more than you could have dreamed. You're about to enter a new era in which the money you want no longer requires the same level of effort. No more continual hustling. No more late evenings fretting about expenses. This is God's timing for you. You will experience a heavenly shift that will transform everything. You will be showered with amazing wealth, and what seemed impossible will suddenly become a reality. Imagine waking up each day without the stress of job or the anxiety of financial uncertainty. No more struggling to make ends meet. God will now assume complete accountability for your financial path. He has seen your troubles, sleepless nights, and sacrifices, and He is now stepping in to provide for you in ways you cannot imagine. It's time to put an end to the relentless pursuit. You don't have to spend your days worrying how you're going to get by. God, who has always been in control, will now take care of your money. He will guide you to the proper possibilities and unlock doors you never knew existed. Whether it's via unexpected gifts, new endeavors, or supernatural connections, the resources you need will appear without your efforts. Your attention may now turn to relaxation and trust. You may let go of your money worries since God has it all under control. The days of struggle are behind you. This is the time to accept the wealth that He has in store for you and watch as the benefits flood into your life without the need for constant effort. God is going to lead you on a trip to riches you never imagined possible. Wealth that transcends earthly goods and offers peace, freedom, and pleasure. From this point on, you may anticipate God to reward you in ways that will leave you with financial wealth, important opportunities, or personal development. He is preparing you for a life beyond your wildest imagining. Consider the instances when you felt trapped and couldn't see a way out of your problems. You may have even questioned if you'd ever succeed, but everything is about to change. You've been picked for something far bigger than you can realize. The prosperity and success that are coming your way will not only change your life, but will also enable you to bless others. Trust God's timetable. The riches that are heading your way are more than simply money. They are about fulfilling your larger mission. This heavenly change is your reward for perseverance in the face of adversity. God's plan for you is coming together, and your life will soon be a live example of His plenty and love. This is when you can finally breathe. The days of running yourself ragged are past. God picked you, and He is providing for you in ways you never imagined. All of the hard work, long hours, and never-ending effort were required to bring you here. But now is the moment to rest, relax, and put your confidence in the divine supply that is on its way to you. You've carried the weight of duty for so long, believing it was all on your shoulders. But God is teaching you that you no longer need to bear it. He is coming in to take over, and His supply is more than enough to fulfill all needs. All you have to do now is trust, believe, and relax. Your abundance is already on the way. Know that you have been selected for a greater purpose, and God's plan is in action. There is no need to haste, stress, or pursue. The riches you want has already been provided for you. It will be delivered at precisely the right time. Accept this season of serenity, knowing that you are divinely cared for. You were never intended to live an average existence. God made you for greatness, for a destiny that goes beyond anything you've ever dreamed. Your previous problems and trials were only stepping stones that led you to this point, when you will rise above and walk in the fullness of the grandeur He has placed before you in the eyes of others. You may have been misjudged or derided, but God has always recognized the magnificence in you. And now it's time to let that magnificence show. You were picked for more than simply earning a livelihood. You were picked to make a difference, to influence others, and to walk in plenty. This expresses your deeper calling. This is more than simply financial riches. This is about bringing out the magnificence that God has created inside you. You were never intended to live a life of mediocrity. It's time for you to embrace the unusual. Never question that you were intended for this. God is lifting you to a life of grandeur. You were always meant for the difficulties you encountered, are coming to an end. You will no longer be constrained by the constraints of financial hardship. God understands the extent of your fatigue, when you felt like quitting up, and the moments you felt you couldn't go any farther. But these days are gone. God is currently taking care of all your needs. You have done your part. You've persevered. You have stayed loyal. And you have placed your confidence when it seemed impossible. Now is the moment for God to give abundantly for you. He supplied for the Israelites in the desert. He will feed, sustain, and bless you abundantly. Trust that your requirements will be satisfied. Furthermore, you will have a sense of plenty in all aspects of your life. This is your moment for divine provision. God will provide what you need and more, ushering you into a season of wealth. All that was missing in your life will be restored, and you will walk in the fullness of His gifts. Your endeavors were not in vain. They've gotten you to the point where God may bestow His favor on you. For too long, money concerns have kept you up at night. The uncertainty of how you will make ends meet. The dread of the unknown has kept you hostage. But today, you're being set free. God is taking care of your money. The days of worrying about how you'll pay bills or meet costs are past. You may now totally trust His plan for your life. This is a heavenly call to cease worrying, striving, and just trust. God's plan is considerably greater than your anxieties. He has already provided for you, and it is much above anything you could have asked for. As you believe in His plan, doors will open. Opportunities come to you easily, and the financial stability you've been looking for will become a reality. Let go of your anxiousness and accept the serenity that comes from knowing God is in charge. The uncertainty is behind you, and a new era of financial security and plenty awaits. Trust that the divine road has been set out for you, and watch as everything comes into place. Others taunted you for your financial status and questioned your capacity to overcome adversity. But God has witnessed every sneer and remark, and He is ready to turn the tables. People who formerly questioned you will eventually be in awe of what God has done in your life. When God opens the floodgates of heaven and showers His blessings on you, everyone will take note. Those who formerly mocked your hardships will now appreciate and adore you for your courage and faith. Your change will be evident, and it will be a tremendous witness to the magnitude of God's provision. In this season, your life will serve as live testimony that God is a provider. The scorn and uncertainty will evaporate, leaving only respect and adoration, and everyone will wonder how you got to this point. And you'll only have one answer: God did it. Take a deep breath and relax. Everything you've been striving for, hoping for, is about to happen. Your financial success is no longer a pipe dream. It's a certainty. God is arranging the circumstances of your life to bring you the abundance you've yearned for. Even in the days of endless labor and difficulty are over. You have done your part. Now is the moment to relax and trust. Wealth is already on the horizon, and all you have to do is ready to accept it. Opportunities, openings, and benefits, they're coming. Relax and enjoy the tranquility that comes from knowing your future is protected. This is the season for divine favor, and God is helping everything fall into place. Rest, knowing that your money and success are on the way. You no longer have to pursue it. It has already been delivered to you. God has seen every tear you've cried, every battle you've faced, and every time when you felt you couldn't go on. He understands the gravity of your struggles, and He is stepping in to set things right. Your previous troubles weren't in vain. They prepared you for this very time. It's time for a new beginning, one full of hope, promise, and plentiful gifts. Years of adversity have molded you, strengthened you, and increased your faith. You may have questioned why things had to be so tough, but God has always had a greater purpose. Those difficulties were part of His masterful plan to lead you to a state of profound change. He never abandoned you throughout the difficult times. And now He's preparing to bring you into a time of wealth and delight. The suffering you've been through is behind you, and a new chapter is beginning. This is your moment for rejuvenation. It's time to embark into a future full with heavenly provision and prosperity. Trust that God is with you in this new beginning, leading you to the life you've always desired. The difficulties are past, and now is the time for you to get up and go into the blessing. He's prepared for you. The relentless trying and efforts you've made in life are coming to an end. It's time to accept that you were never supposed to pursue achievement on your own. God has a greater purpose for your life, one that entails believing in His plan and living in the riches He has already supplied. When you stop trying to accomplish everything on your own and instead put your confidence in God, you'll realize that your hardships were only preparation for the tremendous purpose He has for you. Your efforts were not in vain, but now it's time to let go of control and let God guide you in the course He has planned for you. His plan is much superior than any of your own, and He will lead you somewhere you never imagined imaginable. Trusting God's plan for your life is the key to achieving great success and tranquility. No more attempting to make things happen. Let go of the impulse to control and instead embrace the flow of His divine supply. As you trust, your life will change in ways you never imagined possible. It is time to set aside the anxiety, dread, and concern. Rest in the knowing that you have been picked for greatness. God has noticed your faithfulness and is ready to reward you beyond measure. Now is not the time to strive or struggle. It's time to enjoy and appreciate the gifts that are coming your way. Imagine a life free of financial concern, a life in which richness flows seamlessly. This is the future to which God is taking you. He has picked you for this time, and He is going to shower you with benefits so abundant that you will be overwhelmed. All of your dreams and hopes are going to come true in your life. Take a minute to celebrate and thank God for what's to come. You may not see it now, but His strategy is already in action. Your future is full with financial prosperity, tranquility, and wealth. Trust that everything you need has already been provided for you. And in due course, you will walk in the fullness of God's provision. This is the moment when everything changes. You will no longer have to deplete yourself via endless effort and struggle. The transition has started, and God is preparing you for a season of heavenly provision. The days of depending only on personal effort are past. God will provide all of your needs. You may have worked relentlessly in the past, but now is the moment to let go of that load. God's supply is abundant enough to fulfill all of your needs and surpass your expectations. You will no longer need to depend on your own power or resources. Divine riches will come into your life in ways that will surprise you. Accept this transformation with open arms. Relax and rest in God's promises, trusting in His perfect time and provision. You will see how your life is being revolutionized. This is the time to stop working so hard and start accepting the gifts that God has already planned for you. Your future is full with financial riches. This is not just wishful thinking. This is God's plan for you. You will no longer have to worry about making ends meet. God has already paved the way for financial success. All you have to do is trust Him and see how He opens doors and provides for you in ways you never anticipated. The prosperity and success that await you are part of God's perfect plan. This is a season of bounty, and it's time to embrace it with full trust and confidence. Every action you take from now on will be led by His hand, bringing you closer to the riches and financial stability you want. Your future is brighter than you could have ever imagined. Financial plenty is more than simply a wish. It's a certainty. Trust in God's plan. Rest on His provision and know that a financial breakthrough is on the way. He has planned a prosperous, peaceful, and joyful future for you. The never-ending job applications and interviews. Everything's coming to an end. From this point on, you may let go of your anxiousness and pursuit of job, knowing that God has already put your destiny in motion. It is time to believe that He is in charge of your job and income. You no longer have to seek or battle. God is presenting you with the perfect possibilities, and you will not have to work to make them happen, whether via unexpected benefits, new endeavors, or heavenly connections. God is revealing your future to you. The task you were previously driven to find will now come to you naturally. Believe in His timing and wisdom. Let go of the impulse to control your destiny and trust that God is in charge. He's opening doors for you you couldn't have opened on your own. Your future is safe, and everything you need will be given by the one who knows you the best. Relax, trust, and let God guide the way. The days of continual conflict and unending effort are past. You are now well positioned for miraculous success. Your life is going to change in ways you've never imagined. Everything you've gone through has served God's purpose in bringing you to this point. Your success was never entirely dependent on you. Everything was always divinely designed. For years, you may have believed that success was just beyond your grasp, constantly drifting away, just when you thought you were getting near. But God has been preparing you for a moment like now, when everything aligns and success comes naturally. All of your hard work, tears, and disappointments have paved the way for the greatness you are going to achieve. It is time to let go of the fear of failure and embrace the confidence of your achievement. This isn't just about luck or chance. It is about God's hand operating in your life to usher you into a season of thriving. Everything that seemed complicated will suddenly be made simple. Every door that was before closed will now open wide in front of you. You were always destined for more. And now, God is preparing you to accept the success that was meant for you. The fight has over, and what awaits you now is more than simply triumph. It is miraculous, unwavering success that will change your life forever. It's time to seize what's been prepared for you. Trusting the process is one of the most difficult things to accomplish, particularly when the results are not immediately obvious. But this year, plenty is already on the way. Everything you've prayed for, hoped for, and worked for is coming together perfectly, even if you cannot see it yet. Believe that God's purpose for your life is unfolding. You had doubts along the way. Sometimes you wonder whether things will ever change. You may have even wondered whether you were doing the right thing. But believe that everything has led you to this time of heavenly provision. God's time is never late. It's always perfect. What you need is being prepared for you, and it will soon come in ways you never imagined. The journey to your plenty was not simple, but each step was vital for your development and preparedness. Every difficulty, adversity, and closed door has shaped your character and prepared you for the success you are about to achieve. God is going to open new doors, giving you money and possibilities that will improve your life. Remember that your abundance is already in action. Trust in the process. Believe in the promises and continue to go ahead with confidence. In due course, you will discover the tremendous benefits that have been waiting for you, and your life will reflect the confidence and trust you have in God. The waiting period has finished. You have waited. You've persevered. Your moment has arrived. It is time for you to go into the limelight and shine with the brightness that God has bestowed upon you. All of your years of waiting and believing have brought you to this pivotal moment, when the doors of success, money, and purpose swing wide open in front of you. During the waiting period, you could have felt like nothing was occurring, as if you were trapped in an endless loop of uncertainty. But God was working behind the scenes to get you ready for a breakthrough that would transform everything. Every second of waiting was an opportunity to strengthen your commitment and grow your faith. Now that the waiting is finished, it's time to rise, shine, and stroll in all of what God has planned for you. Opportunities, money, and success. It is everything within your reach. Your breakthrough is occurring right now, and it's time to accept the life that has always been destined for you. Don't consider your waiting time to be a waste of time. Instead, see it as fertile ground that has prepared you for a harvest of blessings that's about to happen in your life. Step forward with confidence, knowing that now is your time to shine. As God opens up new and amazing possibilities for your future, an inheritance awaits you, one that God has prepared from this point forward. You are entering your divine inheritance, a legacy of wealth, health, and success that has been set aside just for you. This is not only about material wealth. It's about receiving everything God has promised you in all aspects of your life for so long. You may have felt as if the blessings were intended for someone else, or that you were unworthy of the abundance that others appear to possess. But God says you're worthy. You were picked. Your inheritance is more than just a distant dream. It's now within your reach. Everything God has promised you will come to pass during this season. You receive the Most High's inheritance in the same way that a child receives their parents. This is the time to claim what has been promised to you. A future full of peace, abundance, and purpose. Wealth and success that you previously thought were out of reach are now yours to claim. Believe that God has already prepared everything you need. Step forward in faith, knowing that you are worthy of this divine inheritance. Accept the abundance that is coming your way, and step boldly into the life that God has planned for you. The time has come to claim your blessings. You are about to receive an abundance of blessings. Blessings so abundant that they will far exceed your expectations. God will bless you in ways you never imagined, and you will be amazed at the generosity and grace He pours into your life. This overflow is not limited to financial wealth. It is about having an abundance of everything you need. God's blessings will affect all aspects of your life, including your health, relationships, career, and purpose. What was once considered scarce will now be abundant. What you have prayed for in faith will be granted to you in abundance. God's plan is for you to live an abundant life. He does not want you to simply get by. He wants you to thrive. The overflow of blessings will surprise you, whether in the form of unexpected financial windfalls, new opportunities, or blessings of peace and joy. God is about to take your life to levels you never imagined possible. Prepare for the overflow. Your preparation and patience have paved the way for this moment of divine abundance. When the benefits arrive, they will not only meet your needs but also overflow, enabling you to bless others as well. This is the season of God's fullness, and you are about to receive it in full. Prepare for doors to open that you never knew existed. God is going to open doors for you that you could not have anticipated. Doors that lead to possibilities and benefits that beyond your wildest expectations. These are holy portals, constructed just for you and your destiny. You may have knocked on doors for years, waiting for a breakthrough that never materialized. However, the doors that God is opening will no longer need your continual effort to force them. These are doors that will open on their own because God has already prepared the road for you. What lies beyond these doors beyond your imagination? Opportunities that were previously out of reach will now be yours. New relationships, professional advances, financial success, and personal development. Everything you've been looking for is behind these doors. Believe that God knows precisely what and when you need it. As the celestial portals open, walk through them with trust, knowing that God has provided for your future. These doors will take you to places you've never imagined, and they will fill your life with wonderful benefits. A new season has started in your life, a season of plenty and prosperity that will transform everything. This is the season when everything changes, when what was previously tough becomes simple, and your financial breakthrough is no longer a question of whether. It's a question of when. This new season will be filled with unparalleled chances and financial benefits. What previously seemed unattainable will now be your new reality. God is going to act in ways you have never seen before, opening doors, generating possibilities, and bringing riches that will endure for generations. You've been loyal through the difficult times, and now it's time for your faith to be rewarded. Wealth will come to you easily, and God will supply in ways you could not have anticipated. This is not just about money. It's about completely transforming your life. A complete metamorphosis that affects your work, relationships, and health. Step into the new season with confidence. Accept the money and success that is being presented to you. This is the season when your dreams will come true, and you will see God's kindness in all aspects of your life. Your future is brighter than ever before, and the abundance you've always desired is now within grasp. God's timing is always flawless. You may have wondered when your financial breakthrough will occur, but believe that it is occurring right now. You are going to see the manifestation of everything you have wished for, and it will occur at just the appropriate moment. God's perfect timing. Delays, waiting, and uncertainty were all part of God's plan to ensure that your breakthrough came at the optimum time for you. He understands precisely what you need and when to provide it into your life. Your financial breakthrough has been divinely timed, and you are about to enter a season of wealth. No more guessing whether or when it will occur. God is opening the doors to opportunity, riches, and success, and they are approaching you right now. Trust that this breakthrough is about more than simply your cash. It is about everything working together for your benefit. Exactly when it's time to welcome this season with open arms, knowing that God's timing is impeccable and your breakthrough is not delayed. It is precisely on schedule, and you're going to see the abundance of His benefits in your life. When you believe in God's plan, faith unlocks what He has promised you. When you believe in His capacity to provide, you allow miracles and blessings to flow into your life. This is the strength of faith, believing that God is working for you even when you cannot see it. You may have doubted your dreams or questioned if they would ever come true. But today, more than ever, we must have trust that God will fulfill our desires. The difficulties and disappointments you encountered have only strengthened your faith, and now it's time for that trust to be rewarded in practical ways. God appreciates faith and rewards those who believe in His promises. Your dreams are not too large for God. What you've envisioned for your life pales in comparison to His magnificent intentions for you. Step out with trust. Trust His timing and watch as He fulfills your desires in ways that go beyond your imagination. Faith is strong, and with it, you may anticipate the impossible to become a reality as you continue to trust God with your destiny. His promises will come true in your life, bestowing benefits beyond your wildest dreams.